Human design is the most amazing personal development tool that I've personally ever met. It was introduced to my life in 2023 after I had like 12 years under my belt of being a coach, learning about life coaching, working in leadership training, time management. I was a speaker on mindset and how to prioritize, have your own back for making sure you do what you said you would do, pre-deciding, sitting down, doing strategic work, and all of those things are valuable. But what I found personally as someone that was building a business and wanting to keep it sustainable, I started to burn out because it just felt like everything was adding more and more and more, and my energy was draining. I didn't know how to do more, work more, and build more without making it worse, making it harder. And so when I met human design, it felt so fresh. It felt different than all the other personal development things that I had been part of in the past. And when I found out what my personal energy type was, I had this aha moment that literally was a turning point in my life because I knew I had something to give as a leader in my business setting. But when I would teach things and then struggle to do those things personally, I felt like a fraud, like a failure. Maybe I wasn't good enough to be teaching this. And while it's true that all of us struggle, learning about how I was uniquely designed to use my energy clicked something inside of me that gave me this aha. It's not about me doing it wrong or trying to fit into one narrow way of business or strategy or creating or running a business or being good at it. So it really blew my mind to find out that as a manifesting generator, I'm someone that doesn't work best in a linear fashion. So, for example, I was teaching people to sit down, prioritize their list, work smarter, not harder, decide when they're going to work on their most important task and make that in the beginning of the day. And it all made logical sense. But when I personally sat down to do that, I might procrastinate or I'd feel drained or I was working really slow. And I'm like, what's wrong with me? Why am I working slow? And then finding out my energy type, it turns out that the way that I'm wired, I need to do some of those more mundane tasks that feel like I'm getting a sense of satisfaction and accomplishment. It builds my energy up. And then the most important things, I'm already revved up and my energy is working and flowing and I can work faster. My brain is on. So I need that warm up to get my energy flowing. And when I learned that, I was like, oh, well, intuitively, I know that, but I've been telling myself that was bad because it's like creative avoidance. So I hope that makes sense as the example. But I wanted to give you some insight into bringing this into a more corporate or team building communication session. So I work with companies to do yoga sessions and bring the mind body connection, helping people understand that pushing and hustling is something that has to be balanced out with mindfulness, deep breathing, taking care of yourself. And so while I'm a mindset speaker and I can teach and lead your team into releasing some of that pent up stress or overwhelm that they get from working day after day after day on projects that just never end. Human design is something that can really help teams understand that we don't all have one way of working with each other or working with our own energy. And this, I feel like, brings things together in such a deeper way than even doing some kind of team building personality test. So, human design does offer personality profiles and like what to look out for and what some of the strengths are. But the energy type and inner authority decision making that it can bring is unbelievably valuable as a manager, like as a team manager for me, knowing what my team members' energy type was, I switched the way that I talked with them, asked them questions. And it has been a powerful shift. I want to give you a 2 or 3 minute sample of a session I did with a customer service team that is spread out all over the states in 6 different locations. They came together for customer service week, and I spoke for 15 minutes on their theme was Mission Possible. So I just themed the energy types around that. And it was a neat discussion. So I have a little clip of what I shared with them so you can get a sense of if speaking about human design could be valuable for your team, your leadership team, or just you as someone that has employees that you work with and that you're trying to build that either camaraderie or the morale, understanding how people are different, and it can make them feel so seen when they understand it doesn't necessarily need to be one way. If they can bring the strength, the superpower of their energy type to the team, it actually is better for you and the bottom line of your company overall. I hope you enjoy the clip. And if you want to talk more about how all of that works, I do love being in person. I'm in the St. Louis area, and I have a few like limited opportunities a couple of times a month that I could travel if you'd like me to come to your location on site. But it works online as well for short sessions. So, all right. Thanks for considering and watching today.